Spoiler warning. If you haven't watched the show that we are discussing today and want to avoid spoilers, stop right there. Go binge and come on back. If you have or don't mind spoilers, sit back with your favorite drink and enjoy. Hello and welcome back to Coffee and Dramas.
Welcome back.
Hosts Michael over there.
And Nadia over there.
And happy March.
It's March.
Full year in quarantine.
Almost, yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. In North America anyways.
Yeah.
Everywhere else was different.
Smarter.
Well, they got it earlier, and then our government's like, oh, no, we're never going to... No, sorry. Trump was like, no, it's never going to come here.
Yeah.
You know how many people come and go from the United States?
From like Asia
and
Canada
and like across the world? Like,
yeah.
Come on. Anyways, it's a full year in quarantine, guys. Hope everybody's still alive. Honestly, that's bad. No. Sane. No.
Yeah, sane.
You can't go a full year indoor. Like, I can. I'm a hermit. But like, humans desire
social interaction,
right? On any form, like
this
personal in
the
right?
people that need social interaction have figured it out.
Yeah,
they still see each other.
Obviously, I know that, but like what I'm saying is like it's hard. It's still hard, right? Because people, the humans crave that. I guess I'm not human.
No, didn't we already realize that?
I think so. So hope everybody's doing well. We are doing fantastic. We've had last couple of weeks are pretty hectic. One of us sick, the other one's sick. Well, not sick. One person's not feeling well. The other person's not feeling well.
Not COVID.
Not COVID. Just like headaches,
stomach aches,
stuff like that. It happens. Happens. So
especially in this house.
yeah. So we're
we're good.
We're good. Just doing things a little later than we usually do.
Yeah. That's okay though.
Yeah, so this kind of gonna wing it today almost because we kind of didn't discuss anything. We just discussed what we're talking, the show we're gonna discuss, but we didn't really talk about the topics.
I gave a couple topics.
You didn't give any topics.
Excuse me.
Every time I asked you.
No, I gave you some. And then you were like, "Oh, that's such a good idea."
Okay, what are these topics? I wrote down stuff, so like I hopefully it's one of those topics.
I don't remember.
That's what I thought. So let's. Okay, we're not gonna get. Let's just get into it. Today we are talking about.
I'm Not a Robot.
I am not a robot.
Okay, I was hoping that I didn't forget the name. Honestly, I always forget the name of like every show that we do because for some reason I have a horrible memory with shows and actors names. It just doesn't compute in my head. For some reason I remember everything else, but not that. And that's like Korean and North American. So there's no like bias here. It's both. But
because she doesn't pay attention to half of anything anybody says, whether it's on TV or in person. Just saying, guys. I love you. I'm Not a Robot. Great show. Very different.
Like it.
Very different. Yeah, it was great. I liked it. It was very different. Actors were great. It showed one of our favorite actors, Kang Ki-young, in a different type of role. Because he played a more serious role instead of a funny role.
That's true.
But the main cast, you have Yoo Seung-Ho, who plays Min-Kyu.
Who likes to cry.
Every single show I've ever watched him in,
that's a talent though, to cry on cue. Like it's.
I give him props to be able to do it. I'm just saying he does it in every single show, multiple times, not even just once, multiple times.
Like I cry a lot. Not for like Michael doesn't hurt my feelings, don't worry. It's just me in general watching shows. But like I can't cry on cue. I want to cry on cue.
It's talent. I can do it sometimes.
Yeah, when you do an accent and you start to
your
quiet
eyes down more. Over there, huh? And then you have Chae Soo-Bin, who plays Jojia and the robot android IG3.
And she was in the show that we did last week too.
Yes, she is a awesome actress.
I like her. She's very flexible.
Flexible.
Like what's the thing when you call someone who knows how to do multiple type of roles?
Not flexible. That's a weird word to put it. She's very diverse.
Diverse. Also, her look is diverse. Like she can have different haircuts, and like it all works.
Yeah.
I wish.
Speaking of diverse, so one of the scientists, Pi.
Oh yeah.
She was in. I was watching it. So I was watching. What was the show? It was Radiant Office. And she was one of the secretaries in the show. And I was watching it, and I'm like, who is this? She looks so familiar. I know who she's from. I know who she is.
And then
I can't point it out. And then Nadia comes in, and I'm like, Nadia, doesn't she look familiar? And she's like, it's the chick from I'm Not a Robot. And I'm like, how? Completely different hairstyle.
Yeah.
Completely different character. And she's like, yeah, it's that person. I'm like,
I'm great with faces, guys. Just not names.
Anyways, so she's played by Park Si-won.
I like her. She's funny. She's
really good. Yeah.
A good actress.
Yeah. She's really good. Then you have the scientist, Dr. Hong Baek-Gyun, played by Ki-Joon.
Is he in anything else?
Oh yeah, he's in quite a few things.
Have I watched him?
Yes. Let me see here what you have watched him in. Let's see. He's in Penthouse. Oh, I need to watch that. We need to watch Penthouse. Apparently it's insane. But like,
isn't that one with a couple seasons?
Yeah, the second season's playing right now. Oh no, you didn't watch Dream High.
He's one of them in Dream High.
You didn't watch that. And then Nightmare High too. Oh, you didn't watch that. Okay, never mind. Okay, I watched some things. You haven't watched them. My apologies. And then you have Kang Ki-young, like we said, playing the best friend /
nemesis /
business partner ish. Like they work like. Yeah, their relationship's really interesting. We'll get into that.
Ill-fated friendship, but not ill. But
yeah, like misunderstandings caused a ripple between a friendship, right? So he plays director Hwang Yoo-chol, and then you have Hwang Sung-ho, who I absolutely love. She plays Yi Riel.
Oh, his somewhat fiance.
Yeah, so really. They were trying to marry.
Power
her dad
move.
was exactly trying to marry him off to her, but she didn't really like him that way. They were just friends, and then.
But they didn't really like talk, right? Because I remember like.
They did a bit, but like you can see, like right away, she's just like, yeah.
I like who she ended up with.
Yeah, I think they made a great couple.
Yeah.
They actually, I think they were better for each other.
A faded romance.
I think we're getting faded. And then so to round off the cast, like the two other characters, Sung Jae Rong, who plays Hoktal, and then he's the one that starts dating her friend, the tarot card reader, Sunshine. I think her name was Sunshine. Yeah, Sunny. Sunhee, but not Sunny like in Goblin, right? Sunhee.
That name, eh?
Yeah, so funny. And then Ko Gang-han plays Sanip.
I love like they're so funny.
Yeah, him and Hoktal are great together.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah,
I felt bad every time they were together, and then Sunny was there, and it was just like, yeah, poor kid. Anyway, so last year, 2 years ago, 2017. 2018, December.
It's older.
January.
No.
we've been like we've been talking about shows like that are always at the end of the year kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Quick synopsis.
Yeah.
So we can like move on to the actual discussion here. So Min-Kyu has a a allergy to the human touch. There is a medical term for this, and I forgot it, and I wouldn't even be able to pronounce it. I have easier time pronouncing foreign names than this medical terms. So it's a real issue. It's a real
he did
problem.
research into it the first time we watched it.
And it's really interesting. So they one of the things they call it is skin writing, because what they can do is with their own touch, they can write on their hand or whatever part of their body, and instantly it, like the rash, the allergic reaction happens.
I don't think he was allergic to his own touch though.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
Not that I noticed, because he wouldn't. But he was always wearing gloves, so he didn't really touch it. But any other human. But for him, I think was more a psychological thing rather than an actual allergy. Yeah. So it was. That's his issue. So his character. So he is the largest shareholder of was it MK or MFFM KM Financial, KM Financial. But he has this allergy to humans, so he's rarely at the office. He does his work from home. He never leaves his house, barely. Doesn't talk to anybody. Always has gloves on, a baton, and stays away from people. Yeah. So then he buys it. His company buys a company called Santa Maria. Yeah. The AI group. A group that builds AIs.
For like an AI group, it's honestly a really small company.
Yeah, there's only four of them? 4 of them. Yeah, it was kind of like they must be. They don't sleep. like the amount of programming they have to do.
But like, you know how in a lot of companies, people are usually experts in like one specific field. Yeah. Like one person will be like robotics. One person will be like.
I think they did have that, but like
I feel like they were all experts in
multiple fields.
Because like you can't just have, well, maybe you can. I know nothing about computers or robotics or AIs, but like I feel like you would need more.
Yeah, I think so too. And I feel like but I feel like if it's that small, they've been working on this for
a while.
A decade. Yeah. 10 years, 12 years. It has to be a long time. Slow. But again, we're not experts on this. We don't know this. So, excuse me. If we get anything wrong, if you want to educate us, please do. Send us links. Send us information. I love to do research, so don't even hesitate. If I get anything wrong, you let me know. I look into it. I really enjoy doing research and surrounding stuff. Like I was looking into, how they sent the Perseverance thing to Mars. Oh, yeah. So I was looking at that, and I was looking into they send out probes to Pluto and like out that way, and then a bunch of like the other planets that are outside our solar system. So I started doing research. Cool. I dive in and then I keep going, and then I have to stop.
He goes in like a wormhole. So you'll like for a couple of weeks you'll notice him like just doing research on the same thing, and then you'll just be like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, I'm just looking into this. I'm like, okay, whatever.
It's fun. It's fun.
No, I know.
Yeah, I know. Like some people don't like it. Some people don't like doing research. Right? Don't like looking into things themselves, and like you'll tell them about it and be like, "Oh, is that true?" I'm like, "Well, that's what I read." "Oh, show me proof." And it's like, "Yo,
just go online and read."
You have a smartphone? Come on. Everybody besides Theo has a smartphone. Like, come on. Yeah. So their company invests in this AI group. They build a robot. Android. Robot is not sentient. Android is sentient, or can be sentient. I think that's how it goes.
Okay.
You're just making it look, and I was just like, I don't know what to tell you. So the head of that team, the head scientist of that team, dated Gia. Yeah. At one point, and then they broke up because he's an idiot.
Selfish.
Yeah, very selfish, self-centered, and didn't really think about her.
Yeah.
And so he created the android in her image. And this is where things get really interesting, because it's like what you have to understand is when you're watching the show, when you first watch the show, and or people talk about the show, it's like, oh, how does he not know that the android's not actually an android? It's actually a person. So he's so secluded.
Yeah.
Right. He's kept to himself for 15 years. 15 years.
Yeah.
He's by himself with one butler who does things for him. Doesn't actually really much interact with him because of his allergy. But 15 years. Yeah. So if you tell somebody who doesn't really know anything, this is what it is, and it's like, and it plays on that. Oh, what did you did? This is what you're talking about. It's like the placebo effect.
Yeah, there we go.
Right. When you tell somebody this is gonna help you, this book is red. Okay, yeah. I'm giving you this book, and it's red. It's a red book, and then you give that person the same book, but with a green cover, and you tell them this is that red book. Because they already registered it as it's a red book, and he's giving me that red book, even if it's green. To you, your mind tricks you like into thinking it's the red book kind of thing. I'm really bad at explaining this. I'm sorry. Go on, like if you can go online, I'll put links into this as well. Like the placebo effects is really interesting, and it's how like it's not gonna cure you. What it doesn't cure you from diseases. What it does is it helps you with
get out of the mental state.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of go past that. Yeah. So he meets the android for the first time, and the android acts as a human, looks, feels, and acts as a human, right? Besides being really formal.
What happened to it? Like, why didn't it work anymore? I forgot.
One of them fried the battery.
Oh.
So one of them got, I think it was like a drop of Pepsi or something like that, and fried the battery. And like it's a special battery that's supposed to last a lifetime, right? Kind of thing. Carelessness in the workplace.
Apparently.
So that's where she comes in. They paid her to pretend to be. Now the whole story of this is him getting over his allergy / fear
of people. And starting to trust people, because he doesn't really trust anyone.
Yeah, and that's where it all stems from, right? Yeah. Because when he was younger, his parents died. Yeah, were actually murdered by his best friend's dad. He didn't do the killing.
Wasn't his best friend's dad like a good friend of his father's?
Yeah. Okay, that's why they were close, because they were supposed to be best friends. Yeah. But he sold them out to this American company.
Is he American? He says like
I'm pretty sure he was American.
American. Okay. So like in a lot of Korean shows, they just use like Caucasian people that have accents, and if they're supposed to be American, they always throw me off.
It's whoever comes for the freaking audition, right? So
they have like a thick German accent, but they're American.
That's fine. They can be German American.
I know, but it just throws me off, because I'm just like,
I know what you mean. They're never
I'm
Canadian.
Not hating,
never Canadian. Like, German, European, American, European, never Canadian.
Because no one thinks about Canada, okay?
I know. They think about going to Canada. It's always, where did she move to? Where did she move abroad? Yeah, she moved to Canada.
Toronto,
Vancouver, usually.
Yeah.
But it's like, but no one comes from Canada. Everybody goes to Canada.
Yeah.
They want to escape. They want to leave. They go to Canada. Yo, I don't know about you guys, but maybe you should say where you are. Just kidding. Canada's nice.
It is.
We are nice people. And
most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
We can be assholes too.
That's very
And
true.
we don't live in igloos. Look, behind you is a wall.
It could be an igloo wall with drywall on the inside and igloo on the outside.
Okay, just stop.
So it stems from, as a kid, right? His parents were pretty much murdered, and what the dad wanted, what his best friend's dad wanted, or whatever, director Hwang wanted to adopt him,
Yeah.
but by adopting him, he steals his shares
Yeah.
of the company, right? Because his dad was the largest shareholder because it was
Yeah.
his dad's company, right?
Yeah.
That was like the start of it, and it
Mm-hmm.
sucks because it was his best friend giving him the papers to sign. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna be family," not knowing what he was like.
Well, they're
What it
only like
was.
what 10, 12 years old.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you're not gonna tell the
really.
kid, right?
So exactly. So, but he later on he like remember he talks about it later on.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, I went through my dad's office and I saw the papers
Yeah.
and whatever, and I just thought he was."
Yeah.
He thought his dad was doing the like out of
Love.
yeah, but it was actually out of malice.
Yeah.
So that's where their misunderstanding starts.
Yo, are there companies like this, like cutthroat?
I don't.
Wait, or not the Korean companies? Are all companies like large corporations this cutthroat? Cause like
Man, I
it's frightening.
yeah, I wouldn't. You know what? I wouldn't doubt it.
Mm.
I wouldn't doubt. You see, like how some of these CEOs get caught for fraud and not extortion. What do you call it? Oh my God, what's that word when they steal all the money from the company?
Embezzling?
Thank you. Embezzling money from the company.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, this company is you either you made this company or this company made you, and you're just gonna keep stealing their money. Like, come on now, don't you make enough money?
No, they don't, obviously.
Holy crap, like, come on. Supposed to make that much money, that's fine. Sorry, just adjusting. My apologies. But yeah. So that's where it starts.
Mm-hmm.
Where his like, he touches him, and then because he's such in a bad mental state of shock. He lost his parents.
Yeah.
He's, that's where everything just kind of goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Everything goes awry. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And so that's where their misunderstanding starts too.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks because
The guy's a good guy.
yeah, and like he actually
Cares.
yeah, right?
And
they
he
actually,
wanted him to be his brother.
that's it, right? They actually were actual friends.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't just like, oh yeah, I know you because my parents know your parents kind of
Yeah.
thing. It was like, yeah, we played together as kids. We were growing up, and then all this
As well
shit
as the
happened.
girl too, right?
Yeah, the girl's
So,
there
like,
too.
But she went. Where did she
She went
go?
abroad at one point,
she
I
went
think.
abroad for a while. So like realistically, if he would have never gotten this disease or whatever, then they would have all been friends. And
Yeah, and he would have been forced to marry.
would he have
Well,
though?
no, sorry,
Like, what happens if they didn't actually like each other?
They don't care. They don't. What? Love in a corporate marriage? They don't give a shit. Come on now.
That's why you have to groom. So this sounds very, very bad.
It already sounds bad as soon as you started saying that word.
So like if you want to get your kid to marry someone from another company to like make it a corporate marriage kind of thing and like make yourself more powerful, why not be smart about it and not groom them but make them hang out like all the time, you know, and like get them to be together all the time.
But that doesn't necessarily work out, right?
No, but at least
'Cause, like-
potentially.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, of course. But I mean,
Isn't that what Hollywood does?
so I'm not trying to die. Oh my god.
You can cut that out if
I
you
will cut that out. Hold on. Where is my?
Yeah.
That will be redacted.
Redactyl. Pterodactyl.
Oh, stop. So, but yeah, that they don't always have that opportunity. First of all, to be able to do that, to do the grooming that you're talking about, because they're not always at that level that yet. right? When the kid's young, they have to
okay.
like work their way through the company, and then when the kid's older, then they're like at that point. So sometimes it doesn't actually work
That makes
out.
sense.
So that's why they like. But they do. I know. I don't know. Some of the shows they offer. Oh yeah, my firstborn will be married to your firstborn, kind of thing. Some fucking weird Arab type of shit, right?
That's a thing though. That's like
I know
actually
it
that's
is.
super like Indian.
And Arabs are like that too.
Yeah.
And, okay, no, Arabs, they marry off their firstborn as soon as possible.
I always wonder, like, if my parents stayed in Lebanon, I feel like my dad would have married me off right away. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah. My dad would have done the same thing if we were still like all four of my sisters would have been gone by the time they were each of them were 16.
And like, is it still like a thing to do like oh my god, dowries?
I don't know if the Christians still do it. I know the Muslims still do it. And a lot like the Muslim Shiites do it here.
Is it girls to boys or boys to girls?
It's boys to girls, so the guy has to pay.
Okay.
In our religion.
Isn't that could be completely wrong. Isn't that to in case the relationship doesn't work, she has money?
Yeah, so it's actually if to divorce, but not divorce because there's no actual divorce. But like, yeah, it's literally you're literally paying like 50 grand.
But doesn't the dad take it and then use it?
It's technically not supposed to be used by the parents. It's supposed to go towards like a
just in case fund
kind of thing. I think, yeah. But of course,
how do people have 50 grand to pay for?
They don't. It's like an IOU, I will if anything happens. That's why I feel like that's why they always like, yo, no divorce, don't leave. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of thing. You want to do anything, go cheat on your wife. It's like
I feel like it made more sense back in the day when wars were a lot more prominent. Like, I know a lot of shit's still going on there,
but
obviously.
But
I don't think you're forced to enlist. Are you forced to? No, in Lebanon though.
They used to.
Well, now.
Okay, now no, because there's.
But I feel like it made more sense back then because, like, say, so you give them the money, and then your significant other dies in war, and then at least you're taken care of for a certain amount of time.
So. Back then, I don't know when you went back when, like 30
50
years? 50 years? Okay, 50. Yeah, okay, yeah. But like
I know shit's still going on.
When like 100, 200 years ago, the Tottenham game. Back like 50 years, 100 years ago, it wasn't like 50 grand, right? It was like a horse and a couple sheep or a cow or, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, which made sense to me.
You're with 2 horses only.
Right, and then if it's like a cow, it's like you get 3 cows. It's like, oh, this guy's rich, kind of thing.
I wonder what the highest currency in animals were back then.
That would be actually really friggin' cool to see.
Yeah, a tiger. Okay. Anyways, back to our conversation.
This was your fault, not mine. Yours. So. Back to what we were discussing. So it stems from that, right?
Yeah.
And I know this is like repeating like 12 times. I'm sorry, our listeners, our 12, 13, 14 listeners.
70 listeners.
These are the loyal fans that I'm talking to.
I'm manifesting 70 listeners, okay?
Manifest. Well, I speak to the fans that we have now. I'm sorry to repeat myself, but yeah, that's where it starts from. It starts from there. It's a psychological thing.
Yeah.
That you notice because even the doctor that he works with over the last 10 years, 15 years or whatever, knows it too. But it's also like it's a psychological thing, but it affects your body physically.
Yeah, so like anxiety, right?
Yeah. So it's like you need to take your EpiPen. Like he has the EpiPens to like help him. EpiPen. I don't know how to say it. I don't know why you're even trying to make me say it properly. EpiPen? EpiPen.
Yeah.
EpiPen?
EpiPen.
EpiPen.
Or that.
Anyways,
anyways.
English language, all the letters sound the same.
Sure.
E and I sound the same.
Anyways, continue.
Different. Anyways, yeah. So okay, okay. So basis of the show. Let's fucking skip all this shit. Okay, basis. Not. We're gonna get into it anyways. Okay, so basis of the show. He meets the RG3. Okay, the RG3 is the android who is very lifelike. The whole point is to make it lifelike, right? And the whole point was to help cure him of his issue, right? Because if he has a human, he's gonna break out. He's gonna die. If he has a non-human,
it could help him.
It could help him,
like step by step.
So he meets the RG3, meets it, and right away it's like, at first he's like, "This, what is this thing?" And then it's like, it's so lifelike that he's convinced it's almost human, right? So because in his head it's now, okay, this thing is almost human. It's literally like a human being, like I'm talking to a human. The only difference is it's got metal parts, right, inside of it.
Which they prove the first couple episodes.
Yeah. Because they strap a corset to her, but like a metal corset.
Oh my god, poor girl.
So he's convinced. It convinces him, right? So it's not that he's so gullible. It's that he's in his mind. He's convinced that that's. The RG3.
Well, the first time he technically, the first 1 or 2 times that he meets it, like, wait, does he meet it officially?
Yeah, the first time.
The first time
he meets it. He walks into the place. He meets it. It talks to him. He touches.
Yeah.
Like hand touches, and it's as if like he's like it's a real person.
But then when they come to deliver it, that's when they fuck up.
Yeah, that's when she fucks up because she gets surprised that it's the person she delivered to.
Oh yeah.
Right? She's a person.
No, but that's like the first time they act, like when they deliver it, it's actually her and not the AG.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So it's Gia.
Yeah.
Who's in the box, and she fucks up because as soon as she opens that thing, she freaks out. Right? Which I mean, I wouldn't have paid you that day. Like you fucked up the first thing. I wouldn't have paid you. So she convinces him it's Chingo mode, right?
Yeah.
So friend mode.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chingu. And that's why she acted that way, to be more friendly. And then there's master mode, which she becomes more formal. And it's like him thinking, oh, okay, it's supposed to be like a human like, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised there's 2 different modes, right? And that's where things kind of, you know what I mean? I'd say like it's like, oh, that's a little far-fetched, but at the same time it's like, well, no, if you really think about it psychologically, you can convince people of things, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like brainwashing. That's true. Man, you're really trying to like get us like in trouble, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you can make someone believe something as long as you know how to make them believe it. Right? Yeah. Like I was saying, it's the placebo effect. Yeah. These pills are going to help you with your
anxiety.
No, let's not do anxiety because like fuck that shit. Let's go with like with your knee problem that you say you have, but we can't find anything on any scan. Yeah. So here's a pill that's going to help you with your knee issues, your painkillers. Right? Here's painkillers. Yeah. And so every time the knee hurts, they take a painkiller. After an hour, oh, the pain's gone. Oh, it's the pills. And then in the end, it's like, no, it was all sugar pills. It's all placebos, right? It's all in your head. So it's like, that's pretty much the same thing, right? This is the RG3. This is the human-like android that we have here. Check it out. And then there's Gia. Oh, this is the RG3. Yeah. Actually. Yeah. Right? And then he'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, because I saw it. I felt it.
And it looked really similar.
Yeah, it looks exactly the same. Yeah.
The things they can do with silicone.
Right. Right. So that's the interesting part where he starts to interact with her, and then you start to see, and that's how you discover it's a psychological thing because it's when she touches him at one point,
Yeah.
and he doesn't break out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you wonder, like, how do I word this question? How do you get how do you Yo, I'll skip the question. I can't even word it properly. But so fuck, sorry.
I wonder if he's like, I don't know if we ever saw it, but is he allergic to animals?
I don't think there are any animals in the show.
I don't think so either, but I wonder if that would have been a really good form of therapy for him. Like, to have...
it might have helped.
Because, like, that's technically interaction, right?
Right,
So,
but not human interaction.
but it... I know, but, like, look how a lot of people with...
No, I get that, but it's like, it's not his mental, his issues with humans.
No, I know,
Right? So,
but
like,
I'm just
him
saying,
having,
like,
like, a
could that
companion
be,
like a
like, a
dog,
step?
I don't think so. Dogs are obedient and lovable and friendly.
I don't like that word, obedient.
I know
Such
it's a bad
horrible
word. I know it's a bad word, but like
Oh, yeah.
you tell the dog, "Oh, come to me, come sit," and then the dog will come sit if you train it properly, right? And a human, it's like, "Yo, fuck you, asshole! I don't want to talk to you." Like, it's like, oh shit, okay, sorry. So I don't know if that would have. Maybe it would have helped his loneliness, because he was very lonely.
Yeah.
And that's where, when the group of scientists were there, and they were always trying to, like, make sure he's, like, the lie is still going.
Yeah.
Right?
Checking in, and, like, they become friends.
Yeah.
He's more... But at the start, he's more annoyed that they're there, and they're like, oh, let's be friends. And, like, what do they call him?
Which one?
The two guys.
Brother.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
And, like they're just they just like him, like, he's a nice person.
Yeah.
And, like, they get to know him.
Yeah.
And he's not at all how everyone else portrays him.
Yeah.
He's just legitimately scared for his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he has a baton and gloves on all the time. It's not to beat you with.
It's just to keep you
at arm's
6
length.
feet away.
Yeah. Yo, he
was ahead of the COVID times.
He was ahead. He knew what to do. Yeah, and he wore a mask half the time too.
Yeah.
Huh? So it's like, yo, he knew exactly what to do.
But I really like the fact that you kind of see him develop, and you also see, like, all the scientists develop too. So it's like, not only is the main character getting character development, but also the secondaries, all of them are like growing as well with him. They're learning from him, and that's a really cool show. Like, even like the company friends, like I can't remember their names. I'm sorry, guys. Funny Man and the girl. They also grow. Like, they realize they made a mistake, and they're like, oh shit. Like,
that was, exactly, because Kang Ki-young's character was very interesting, because he thought his dad was legitimately trying to do better for the company,
but his dad didn't inform him of everything, as always.
Exactly. So it's like he kept thinking, like, oh, he's trying to screw us over, my dad's trying to do better, my dad's trying to make the company better, and he's trying to stop us from doing it. When in reality, he was trying to stop like, his dad from ruining the company. You know what I mean? And, like, his dad was a really horrible person. I'm sorry.
Dad wanted more money, and like,
greed takes over, and it's terrible. It's
you know what I actually don't understand? So I understand, like, becoming a public company and, like, shareholders and everything like that, but why give your shareholders power to vote you out of your own company?
I think that's not a choice, because when you're a shareholder, you have certain rights, certain power to your company. So if we'll say you have, like, 30% of the company, another person has 10%, another person has 10%, and you have 50%, they can't technically vote you out of the company if you have 50% of the shares. That's why in a lot of these shows, what they do is that's why they always try and dig into your fucking life to see, oh, he's sick. That's it.
But like,
he's not, or he has mental problems. Oh, he's not fit enough to.
But
run
say
the company.
like you're an amazing CEO, but there's one person that dislikes you, because there's always one person that dislikes
of
you.
course.
But and they try and get you out.
They can't do it. They have to.
I just don't get why they have that power.
They can't do it without.
No, but
others
you know what I
to
mean?
do it
Because
with
they're
you.
obviously gonna try and find like someone to buy more shares
Yeah.
and blah blah blah. But it's like, why? I would honestly own like 52% of the company always. I would never like do anything. And if you want to vote me out, no,
No.
go F yourself. Like, no.
Yeah, it's it's weird. That's why it's
It's not only there, it's in general, all
It's in
companies.
general.
I just
It's
don't
everywhere.
understand it. I don't understand shares and stocks and financial aspects. I'm not a financial person.
yeah.
I just live.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you there, because it's I prefer not to. I would if I were to build a company. You need investors, apparently. I don't say apparently because like
Do you, if you're already rich though?
no.
Like if you're like
you need people that will, well, yeah, you'd certainly you do need investors to make those connections to whatever, because you want the investors, you're looking for specific investors from specific companies to have that connection to help your company grow.
Because, like, okay, so let's take the previous place that I worked. Okay. So I guess pretty much a year before I worked there, they were a private company, and then they opened up they became a public trading company, and then I feel like a lot of decisions that were made were based on like the shareholders, and like why
it depends on how it depends on a lot of different things, but I can't really say for sure.
But like an older company too, like why even bother at that point?
I mean, what you shouldn't be when you're running the company.
Yeah.
Okay, your shareholders' opinions obviously matter.
Yeah.
But you're already running this company a certain way, and it's already
profitable.
If you want to be more profitable, don't change what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Add to it.
Yeah.
Or tweak it. You know what I mean? Don't be like, oh, this is our game plan.
Yeah.
This has been working for the last 10 years. We've been up 115% every year. And then this is your game plan, and by the margins and the financial reports is showing me that it's just going to be 100% in like profit.
Yeah.
So like, why would I change the 115% to 100%? You know what I mean? Like, I'm losing money. You know what I mean? Like you go down 15%. That's not.
Is it like just to get more money, like to invest more and like increase your portfolio? I guess.
I think it might be, and of course they like to, less employees means more profit for them because they're paying less people, they're making more money. Yeah. So you have one person doing 3 jobs instead of 3 people doing that one job.
Yeah.
Right.
And still getting paid the same amount.
And so exactly. So instead of paying 3 people 3 different, like 3 wages, you're paying one person to do 3 jobs at 1 wage, and it's that 1 wage, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I had to deal with at my other job too.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah, and I think this was going to the business aspect of the show.
We're not business people.
Yeah, it's like I know enough about it, but I don't like I don't like how people are and that high of a companies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just ridiculous. Like you don't.
You let the money get to your head, and you
Yeah,
think you're better than everyone else.
you forget how how each different level of the company works,
Mm-hmm.
and you manage it as one.
I think
Whereas
it's
you're
like
supposed to be managing each one at different levels. Like
Yeah.
each level does a different job.
yeah.
There's different tasks that each one have to do, and each of them provide for the company
Yeah.
at different ways. So you manage them differently.
I feel like CEOs of every company should have to do like a month in every position. So that but you know what I mean though?
Just stop. Just stop right there. Just stop.
But it would make
You
more
know,
sense.
It's not it's never gonna happen.
There are some companies that are more down to earth like that you kind of do that. But like I know not all of them do.
90% of the companies don't do that. 90% of the CEOs.
But like don't CEOs work their way from the bottom to the top?
No, not always.
No,
not always. Not in that. Like they'll work their way up, but it's not always in that company. Like CEOs are actually they come from outside the company as well,
Oh,
right?
that's
They'll be hired from other
Anyways.
places. So, anyways, enough with the business shit. Man, like we were gonna go on a different way, but for some reason, Nadia wanted us to talk about business today. Okay.
Sorry.
The fuck. So okay. So the main purpose of the show is for someone to heal, right?
Yeah.
Is for Min-Kyu to heal.
And to lean on other people.
Yeah, exactly. To accept other people into his life
And accept help.
and accept help. And coming to terms with not his guilt, with his with himself. I'm gonna go with himself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is the goal of everyone.
Exactly. So if you watch the show,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see a lot of one of the things that really pops out is they're using technology
Mm-hmm.
as a way to as like a transitioning from being by himself
Mm-hmm.
to humans, right? And that's kind of like what we do with social media, where we use it to communicate we use this technology to communicate with humans, right?
Yeah.
So
Especially during quarantine.
especially during quarantine. But what he does with this technology is that he uses it to help him heal,
Mm-hmm.
help him understand himself, help him kind of move forward instead of being stuck in that one spot for the next 15 years and more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's interesting with the placebo effect within the show, where he's convinced that it's an android,
Mm-hmm.
and as she comes in as a human pretending to be an android.
Mm-hmm.
That's the interesting part, is that it changes his mental state,
Yeah.
right? So she can touch him and nothing will happen
Yeah.
because he legitimately thinks she's an android.
Yeah.
That's like the cool part of like the technology,
Mhm.
right? And it's like
Very advanced.
and the thing is she's wearing contact lenses that are connected to the
Yeah.
actual AG3,
Yeah.
and the AG3 learns.
Yeah.
So it's like the deep learning AI.
So it also, just in case, like once they fix it,
Yeah,
can
she
come in, it
knows-
will
yeah,
know everything.
exactly. Except for Chingu mode.
Yeah. Don't they make it though?
They do, but it's not as like excessive
Wow.
as she is, right?
Well,
She's
yeah.
just like, oh my god, it's good. But yeah,
I like the show.
yeah, it's a really good show. Really good show. Really good show.
We did go on a couple tangents. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry guys for the
That was my fault.
business stuff. If you don't like this episode, that's okay. I understand. But watch the show. It's a good show. It's a really good show. It's a little obviously it's a little
realistic
out there,
podcast, okay?
but I know it's a realistic. Oh, this is what I told you when you were yelling at me for going on tangents.
Yeah, I know. Damn it.
Yeah, rudeness. Anyways. anyways, enough with the business. I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
For today, it's what's poppin'. Older song, I guess we're doing today. We kind of didn't prepare. Like I said earlier in the podcast, we've been like doing stuff last minute for the last couple weeks. So we decided to take a song that we both know.
Yeah.
That we both familiar with, and an English song, which is great. Granted, I might rip into it a little bit right now. So it's Dynamite by BTS.
You're gonna rip into it?
Okay, so BTS, listen here. Stop. I'm not the song itself.
Okay.
So the song was great. Obviously, BTS is amazing. I love BTS. You probably love them more than I do. But my issue here is that this was their first full English song.
Wasn't this supposed to be like technically an American
song
targeted album?
Yes, exactly, or at least the song.
Okay.
Anyways, so this is what kind of bothered me because BTS has a hand in all their songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
They always have a hand in it.
Mm-hmm.
Always. And so a lot of the lyrics from their songs have a lot of deeper meaning.
Well, is it them or EXO that has the like continuous like growth albums kind of thing? Or is it EXO?
They're both different, but BTS does have that growth because
they're like Love Yourself, right?
Yeah, they have the Love Yourself, Maps to the Soul on. They have their whole thing, their whole like the last 7 albums was like a journey.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was, right? Yeah. So this is what bothered me about this song. It's a great song. Like you have the vocals, they're singing in English. It's a nice like 70s disco
I love it.
theme. My issue is that they didn't write the song. And I have no issues with that's how K-pop world works anyways. They get other songs.
Did they not have any say in it?
I'll get I'm trying to get to that.
Okay.
Chillax over here. So before they recorded the song, from what I read, if I'm wrong, Army, please tell me. But from what I read, is that the beat and the lyrics and the guide track were already done when it was sent to them.
Wow.
Right, and it was not long before it was supposed to be released.
Oh, okay.
It was written by two UK artists, 2 UK songwriters for who is Sony? I think Sony's the American.
Is it the ones that you watch?
Yeah, it's Sony.
Is it the UK the producers that
No.
They
They usually work for SM Entertainment.
Oh, okay.
So they do like EXO, Wavy, Shiny,
etc.
Yeah, Chung-Hwa, everybody that's like
SM Entertainment.
SM Entertainment, yeah. They do songwriting, but they also they get people to come in and songwrite too.
Yeah.
I wish I can be on that team. That'd be so sick. Anyways, so they got these 2 UK writers who work for Sony Entertainment, like the music side of Sony Entertainment in the UK, to write the song. And then they had the producer from Sony make the beat, and then they did the guide track, and it was all sent to BTS, and they're like, "Hey, this is what you're doing. That's it."
Oh.
Yeah, that was like, that's it. And so if you really listen to the lyrics, some of it's like okay, but then it's like borderline. I don't want to say okay. Somebody wrote an article, and I read this article, and it made sense where it's like it's all BS. Like, this is not BTS, it's just BS. Okay. One of the parts of the song is really like I would say it's racist because it's like where he's like King Kong kick the drum, rolling like a Rolling Stone, sing song, I'm walking home, jump up to the top, LeBron. Then it goes, ding dong, call me on my phone, iced tea in a game of ping pong. Like, they're Asian and you're making them sing about playing ping pong. Like, I'm not trying to be a bitch or trying to like insinuate racism, but it sounds pretty fucking racist to me. Okay, it sounds pretty damn racist to me.
Oh my god.
But the song
But
is.
that's like so American though.
But that's exactly it, and it's like everything in here is like the chorus is great because the chorus is the hook is it's a catchy hook
Yeah.
and it sounds good, and the choreography to the song is amazing, right?
As always.
And they exactly they did such a great job with it, and like being able to sing the song and make it sound great is great, especially a song with lyrics that are not to the standards of
what you're used
you're used to
Yeah.
writing, right? Because like I don't what is it
But it's a very Americanized track. Like that's
100%.
That's what it is.
It's like 100%. What do Americans like?
Things that don't make sense.
What can we get Americans to like get like jump up to, dance to? That's what we're gonna just shove it all in one track, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, the whole point. Like, I get you were trying to market BTS to the Americans,
But their songs were already good.
exactly. Just let them write their own songs.
Yeah.
They can already do it. You don't need to have.
Or just get them
Like-
is to sit in. Like, okay, here's an American producer. This is what you guys are gonna do, and like coordinate.
But
you know,
that's
like
that's where I don't really understand where it's like, so K-pop, okay, it's a fusion of hip hop, of pop, of dance. You know what I mean? And it's a fusion,
yeah.
right, of those, and that's what creates K-pop. It's very much more than the pop that we have in North America.
Our pop is more like entertainment.
Yeah. So, but that's
Well,
this so this is what I don't
yeah.
get. Like their pop, the K-pop is all radio music. It's all music you can you can dance to, you can like vibe to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All you got to do is sing it in English. So why didn't you just get them to like, I don't know, take their song Fire and translate it to English, or if you're gonna do like, we'll say a newer song, if you were to do like On, make them do it in English.
Because
Like,
it's like
it's-
they just like to ruin.
I know. That's like, yeah.
Like everything when something becomes Americanized, it's no longer there is meaning to it, but depending on who wrote it. Like obviously there's some artists that still write their songs with meaning, but a lot of the time it's all about sex, drugs,
Yeah, that's my issue with
and
a
like
lot of,
etc. Like
Yeah.
things along that line, and you're
Yeah.
just like, okay, but my kid wants to listen to this on the radio, and that's
No,
what
but
you're
that's what's-
influencing.
Yeah, that's what's on the radio. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit that's on the radio.
Like I know kids obviously have access to a lot worse because they're on internet, and a lot of kids are not monitored, but yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly. So
At least like 90s music was like innuendos, and like only now people are starting to realize what
my
these
God.
songs mean.
oh my god, what is it? Oh my god, Before 4.
Oh, my favorite song.
That was funny. Oh man.
Legit my favorite
Oh
song.
my god. I just honestly I never understood it as a kid, and then you get older and you're like,
Oh damn.
so anyways, back to BTS. It's a great song. I
It's very
like it. Like I like it for
I turn it up every time I hear it.
Yeah. I don't like it as a BTS song.
But which makes I understand that.
Okay.
That's
Thank
understandable.
you. Thank you. And that's my issue with it, because if you would have just let them write it themselves, it would have been better. It would have sounded better. There would have been much more meaning to it, instead of just shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, and let's rock and roll. Like, fuck. What do you even mean?
Sounds like Kesha's
Like, yeah, fucking, yeah, that's disgusting. That is disgusting.
Okay, relax, huh?
Like,
But no, I think if they would have just gotten an American producer or a UK producer, gotten to sit with them, or a writer, and then they could have collaborated and made something that's more BTS but Americanized. Great.
that's where, okay, this is where I'm gonna have to disagree with you, because they are not American. Everybody knows they're not American.
But I'm just saying,
No. Like they are not American. Okay, they are Koreans. They sing in Korean, and what they're doing is being nice enough to sing in English for their fans around the world.
I like that.
Right? They have no obligation to.
No, not at all.
Right?
They could have just stayed in Korea and just sang their.
But their Korean songs are loved across the world.
Yeah.
Right? By English speakers, by French speakers, by Germans,
Well, look
by
at
Russians,
their concert here. Where was
by
it? Markham?
Indonesians, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Markham.
Or Hamilton or whatever.
And,
like
yeah.
we wanted to go to the concert for Blackpink. Was it Blackpink?
Yeah, Blackpink. I was trying. Didn't work.
And like literally the same day the tickets came out, he went online trying to refresh it, and it was already sold out.
Yeah,
so there's
I was
already the
in line.
fan base here.
Yeah.
They didn't have to. Like, obviously it's great that they incorporate English and incorporate whatever, like Spanish in some songs.
Another thing that like the reason why they don't get as much exposure, and this is not on BTS, this is not on Big Hit Entertainment,
label, right? No?
It's not even Big Hit Entertainment. It's the radio stations across the country that won't play anything that's not in English. Right? It's like you refuse. Okay, but why would you play Pitbull songs when he's singing in Spanish majority of the time? But you won't play, BTS, who is, in my opinion, a lot bigger than Pitbull, will bring you a lot more a bigger audience. You know what I mean? And you generate you more revenue. And let them sing in Korean. You know what I mean? Like, they have no obligation. They're doing it out of the kindness of their heart, and obviously as a marketing thing to sing in English. To get more fans, for fans to enjoy their music more, right? You don't need to Americanize their songs. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's like you don't need to. The fan, like you said, the fan base is here. There's already a fan base. So if you Americanize the songs, you're just demeaning the songs. The songs are not going to be the same.
I don't.
So if
think
you just let the artist write their songs, have it either translated or write it in English, because they can speak English. You know what I mean? And RM speaks well in English. He writes in English. They can have. There's producers in Korea, like Blackpink's producer Teddy. He's fluent in English. He raps and writes in English.
And
he can do the same thing.
Their beats are the same thing. Like their beats are better.
They have so much because they put more money into it, right? The amount of money, it's like the amount of money the K-pop labels put into their music is ridiculous. And the music videos even
like
more ridiculous. Like SM Entertainment, every single like Super M music video is just a flex of how much money they have. It's all it is. Like, it looks like movie quality special effects in a 3-minute long video, right?
Crazy. But that's our rant for BTS.
Yeah, sorry. I love BTS. That's why it pisses me off. It's like it's not just like for BTS. It's for any Korean artist, for any artist around the world. Like,
there's no need to change your lyrics or
you know
your
what I mean?
songs to be.
If you want to do it in English,
drugs, and rock and roll.
Right? If you want to do it in English, do it in English. Don't change the meanings behind your music, behind your lyrics, just to fit the North American crowd. You know what I mean?
There's already people that love you.
Yeah, exactly. Just sing it in English. You know what I mean? Like, or like do what the B.I.G. and the Korean group B.I.G. They did it in Arabic. You know what I mean? That was the cool thing. So it's like
so weird.
They didn't change the meanings to their songs. They just sung it in Arabic. You know what I mean?
So weird.
It's awesome. B.I.G. We'll do that next week, actually. Oh yeah, let's do that next week. Okay. That's all. That's it. We got. That's all we got for today.
Anyways, as well, follow us on all the social media platforms. We're there, and talk to us. We like to talk to people.
Kardak's gonna friggin' take pictures again.
Shout out to Kardak, who always gets my husband in weird ass pictures.
Yeah.
Screenshots them. It's great.
Every week.
It's funny though.
15 so far.
That's
amazing.
amazing.
Be 16 after tomorrow. Oh my god. It's like what is it, a friggin' photo album.
I'll do a collage for you for your birthday next year.
it.
Or this year.
Anyways.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.